Hey Alexi, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I just got here, so yeah, I'm just like trying to get ready for the
Yeah,
show.
for the show.
Yeah, pretty soon I gotta start warming up with the guitar and do the usual. So yeah.
Good. So, Exit has been released last March. What can you tell about its genesis and lyrics?
Well, as far as the lyrics and everything, I mean, there's no lyrical theme. I mean, I never do. It's just, individual songs mostly about negative feelings that I go through, or basically any human being would go through. So that's why a lot of people can't actually relate to that. But I also sometimes I hide it in different words. Yeah. So sometimes the meaning of the lyrics is kind of hard to find. And of course, I love the fact that anybody can interpret the lyrics, the way they see it and the way they hear it. And it's kind of funny how people hear them sometimes, because I'm like, well, that's actually not what I meant at all. But it's good to know that you're a sick fuck. You know? But so that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And what about the music? There is a bit of kind of neoclassical influences in this album, isn't it?
Yeah, that's something that was strongly. It was almost prominent, like back in the day. But then we just sort of got rid of it, and I have no reason. Like I don't know why, but it just all of a sudden it just came back. I just had a couple of riffs, and I was like, shit, that just works. I mean, it's not like we have any rules or anything.
Yeah.
It was never a rule that we'll never have neoclassical again. It just I don't know what happened to it, but anyway. So, and it seems to be a good thing, because a lot of people told me that they love it. They love the fact that at least, I mean, it's not it's not all over the place, but at least there's a couple of parts, and people dig that. So that's good.
Yeah, you got really a lot of good reviews and also consents from your fans. So it's
that's
it's
good.
Nice. It's nice. So when
absolutely
it happened that everybody agree.
Oh, for once,
Yeah. Okay. You have been over 20 years on the scene. What's the best thing so far, in your opinion, in your career, your music career?
Oh my God.
Hard to say.
Well, yeah. I mean, like you said yourself, we've been doing this professionally for 22 years, but me and Jaska, the drummer, we started the band in 1993. So, we've been doing this forever, and of course, a lot of shit's happened. I mean, good shit, and amazing moments. Remember, stuff that you'll always remember, and amazing stuff that you just forget about because you were too drunk. But I'd say that probably the feeling that I'll just never forget was when we first got signed with Spine Farm Records. Yeah. It's just I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. I was like, back then I wasn't exactly the happiest person in that, like, on the planet.
I can figure.
I was just going through some bad things, and I just remember that I hadn't felt happy, like genuinely happy, in such a long time, and it was just fucking amazing. So yeah, probably that. Yeah. Nice.
Okay. In 2015, you hit Helsinki with 100 guitarist from Hell.
Yeah.
So how was that experience?
It was insane. It was just mind blowing, really. It was the whole idea was actually the city of Helsinki, that they do the city festival every year.
Yeah.
And they sort of like commissioned this thing for me, and well, they sort of like approached me if I wanted to do something like this. And even though I knew that I had a Children of Bodom record to write that year, and also a local band EP to record, and so many things to do, I just couldn't say no. I mean, like I was like, hell yeah, let's do this. And it was basically what they told me is that, you know, I'm gonna have to play with, I'm gonna have to pick 100 guitar players and the core band, obviously, and write a 15-minute musical piece, which is quite a challenge.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was, yeah, it was quite a challenge. You know, it was a lot of work, so much work. But you know, I do love to work hard, and I live for challenges. So why not, right?
And then it was a success.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So it's one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life, for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it was just amazing. I have watched the videos, so
okay.
It was like
yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah.
cut off.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, what does inspire you to write music? There is something, or just you go with the flow?
It really depends. You know, it can be anything. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you know, the inspiration can just hit you whenever you're doing whatever. You know, you're driving a car, or you're just doing the fucking dishes or something like that. You know, and then all of a sudden you just come up with a melody or a rhythm or a lyrical thing or whatever, and then you just pick up a guitar and sort of try it out. And then sometimes, you know, you just gotta sit with your guitar, or in some cases with a keyboard, you know, and just keep on playing for hours and hours without nothing coming out of it. You know, sometimes you know, just like nothing happens, and it can be very frustrating.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, for example, something like, I don't know, at least for myself, I noticed that I had been playing the same thing, like, you know, sort of like, you know, I've been repeating the same thing all over. Like all of a sudden I just realized, and I was like, well, maybe there's something to it. And then I, you know, try it with the different chords in the background and blah blah, and then that's how it starts. Yeah. So basically, once you get it started, it gets a little bit easier after that. Yeah. You know, but you know, the blank page, you know, that's the hardest part, and it's always gonna be scary, you know, because you know, it's like you have to create a whole thing out of nothing, out of something that doesn't exist, and
it's not easy.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But you know, I just need to block that out of my mind, you know, just try not to think about it.
Yeah, and then it takes time, so...
Yeah, of course. And you can't push it either, you know, it's just, sometimes you just gotta put the guitar down and just, you know, just go like, you know what, I want to try it again tomorrow, because, you know, sometimes you just hit the wall and, you know, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. What advice would you give to a young musician who start a band nowadays?
Well, nowadays when it comes to like getting a record contract or, you know, marketing a band, I don't really know anything about it because everything's changed after the internet. So unfortunately, I can't really help you in that department. But as far as music goes and everything else with that, obviously, you know, practicing, you know, that's the most important thing. Yeah. And you know, really try to keep an open mind that, you know, if you're a metal band, if you are, you know, whatever, a pop band, you know, just don't limit yourself just to one genre of music, you know, just at least try to listen to all kinds of music.
That's important.
You don't, excuse me, you don't have to like it, but it's important that you hear something else and then your subconscious kind of like just soaks it up, and then then you put that in your own music even without knowing about it. I mean, that's actually a fact that does happen, and so for example, I mean, that's well, those couple of things can actually take you pretty far.
Okay, thank you. Today you are playing here at Porispere. How do you feel? Do you have any expectation from your fans out there?
I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll just wait and see. I like playing Finnish festivals because usually, especially around this time, people are so wasted that they're just having a great time. So hopefully by the time we hit the stage, everybody should be drunk enough to enjoy the show. So I mean, like, to be serious, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna have a good time, and we'll try to which is what we do. We make sure that everybody out there has a good time too. So
I'm sure that it will be a blast, like always. Your show are always good. So
well, we always try, that's for sure.
Okay, so what's the plan for the future?
Well, right now it's just touring. We're almost done with the festival runs because we've been out there, for throughout the whole summer, every single week, and it's been just a lot of flying and a lot of this and that, a lot of traveling. Most of the hours that most of the working hours are actually just traveling and waiting. And but it's we're in the home stretch now. I think after this we got two left, and then we have the headline show in Helsinki, and then after that I think we get like a month break or whatever. Then I think we do this sort of a mini tour in Russia, and after that I think we either do South America or we do Europe. But I'm not sure yet. But anyway, it's gonna be touring at least for the next year and a half. So
a lot of work.
Yeah, definitely. But that's what we do.
Yeah, nice. So we have done with this interview. Thank you so much for your time. Would you like to say something to your fans?
Yeah, I mean, just huge thank you for everybody for supporting the band, and I will see you out there very, very soon. Alright, so put your fucking helmets on. Ciao.